podcast, it's been probably 5 years.
We're breaking your sobriety.
Yeah. I did a set the other night, though.
Yeah, how was it?
You're relapsing.
Yeah.
How long was because it was with Longfellow, so I imagine it was sold out.
Yeah, it was packed.
And then
awesome.
how did take me through the set?
I ran on stage. I literally ran into the brick wall. That's
Wow.
how long it's been. And and I only had like 2 of the moments where I'm like, oh no. Like,
Nice, that's pretty
You
good.
have to say something now.
Yeah.
Yeah. The pregnant pause doesn't, hit as hard when there was no like joke that really led into it.
Yeah, I remember the pregnant part. The stare. The Mike he figured out a way to get laughs by enhancing the pause of, I don't know if you could look in the camera, but he would say his joke, the joke would work, but then he would kind of just look into the crowd in a way that just gets laughs like a,
Yeah.
could you think you could
Can we get that look in that
It was the
camera?
eyebrow.
Yeah, it was the
The
eyebrow
eyebrow.
lift, and then it
Yeah.
would just like get laughs it was like an extra gas pedal.
Yeah, I did the eyebrow threading for my wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels good.
Do you think that
because-
helped or hurt with the punchline of
Dude,
the eyebrow?
threading is killer.
It feels,
Yeah.
but it feels bad, right?
Yeah, you just have to be very stern, like uncomfortably stern with whoever's doing it and be like, do not take a lot off of my eyebrow.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, because that's a bad haircut will grow out, but eyebrows I feel like take a while.
Yeah, no. It's the one time I got
It's
my
like a
eyebrows,
bonsai tree.
Yeah.
I got my eyebrows threaded at the mall and
When?
That's
this
the
was
only
like-
place it seems you can do them, in the middle of
Yeah.
the mall.
No, strip malls
With an
do.
audience.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. In like the hallway of the mall.
Yeah.
That's where you have to get your
And then
procedure.
you get your name on a grain of rice.
yeah.
There was one time I went to the mall for eyebrow threading, and this lady, she took my eyebrow. And it was horrible because I had to go into the second eyebrow knowing like, oh, it's going to happen again. And it has to happen again. Even though
Yeah, 'cause you
The
can't
aftershock.
It can't be one good, one bad.
Yeah.
The best case scenario is they both match.
yeah, it was so thin and fancy.
How old were you?
Like 24.
Oh, this was back in AZ?
Yeah, dude. It was,
I don't remember.
Yeah. It was like the first time I was seeing an X in Vegas.
You're like, I got to get my
Yeah, I was
eyebrows
like, I
threaded.
gotta look good. And,
May as well do something that's worth a heavy risk.
Yeah, it was bad.
How long did it take to fill back in?
I think it wasn't too bad, but like being bald and having thin eyebrows, is just
People must think it's spreading to the rest of your face.
yeah, it's tough.
He's going to lose his eyelashes and his beard.
Yeah, people thread a bunch of stuff now though. Like people thread their beards, like where they'll like line it up. Via threading.
yeah. Like the way that things are. What do you do on the head? It's like framed
Plugs?
or whatever. No,
Lines?
it's like a thin. It's like
Tattoo.
Like a square is kind of shaved and then the hair starts.
I don't know the terminology.
Lined
You'd have
up?
to ask Luis.
Oh, a
the
lineup.
lineup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we
Oh,
go.
okay.
Yeah, it took us
Line
whites a
by
while
line.
to get it.
I thought I said a line. I don't know. Maybe
Well, I've been looking into the tattoo, which is
eyebrow
if you-
tattoo?
If you shave your head and you're bald,
Oh yeah.
it's called a microdermablation.
Yeah, Heather has that with her eyebrows.
I like it.
Yeah,
Microblading.
yeah, she's got the face tattoo.
face
brows.
tattoo.
Yeah.
Can't be buried in a Jewish cemetery. Sorry.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I was
know-
thinking about it, but then I've seen some real doofy ones.
You have to go to a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is
'cause
this? For your eyebrows?
No, it would be for
For
my
your
head.
hair?
Yeah, so it's like
No,
you're
dude.
bald,
You can't.
but you have
No,
like
people do it. It looks good.
yeah, you wouldn't notice if I had it. That's
Yeah.
how
Okay.
good it is.
Well, picturing it sounds like I'm going to be like, oh, you have a big head tattoo.
yeah, no, it's like stubble.
Yeah,
Okay.
it would look like the good guys. It's like really fine, but then the bad ones are like kind of permanent marker style, where you're like, "What's those? There's a lot of big dots on your head."
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen people with, and I think I know comedians with it. And the good ones, yeah, you can't tell. It just
Yeah.
looks like a nice little 5 o'clock
But
head.
if I was a woman and I went to like pet your head and it was all smooth, but I thought it was going to be hair, I'd be like, well, if he's lying to me now, what? This is the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
Well, it's better
Tip of
than
the
I
iceberg.
think. I tried Rogaine when I was 22, and I don't
Joe
know whether
Rogan.
it was the Rogaine or the cocaine, but I could not fuck, and I was getting fat.
Yeah, well, both of those things make it so you can't get hard, right? Rogaine and Coke.
Yeah,
That's a double. I mean, that
Yeah.
guy's not coming back 3 days later. That's a double dead Jesus right there.
How was the hair though?
modafinil, no difference.
Fabio pubes? Really?
No, yeah, no difference. At
Wow,
all.
soft dick, still bald.
Yeah, it was
What-
brutal.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Awake for 2 days.
Yeah, I would look in the rearview mirror like, who am I?
What about this? Have you seen that? or considered the people that get like the glue on and then the wig and then they cut it to the style that you want.
I feel like as soon as you go wig, like then you're toast. Dude.
Yeah.
Wigs and toupees get a bad rap, but I think they can look good.
They can look good, but is it the commitment to like
Yeah, what's wrong with a wig?
I just feel like the moment that like you're fixing your wig, or you're at like a parent-teacher conference and a big like gust of wind comes, or like any type of
You
like,
get in a fight with a teacher, she pulls it off.
Yeah. I just feel like that's such like adjusting your wig is just such an L.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love being bald all the way. I would choose bald over hair, 100%.
Yeah, because you tell me when we hung out last, you like the bald compared to hair.
Love being bald. Like Brian Urlacher is like he's like the big hair implant guy now in Chicago.
Oh, he has hair implants?
Yes, and like all the billboards in Chicago are Brian Urlacher.
That's
and
so
they're
funny.
Like, don't be bald. And he was like this fucking legend. Like I would fuck or let Brian Urlacher fuck me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
he
it'd
was
be
the man.
brutal.
So
Yeah.
like,
As a bald
why
guy?
is he this guy who like all of a sudden needs hair?
Yeah.
To be, it's like he was like the
You were
best
so much
middle
more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's just hair. Let me ask you this: top of your head, soap or shampoo?
Neither.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Lotion.
Olive oil.
I just let it ride.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I use like whatever I put in my beard, I'll just like put on my head. Yeah, so I use beard shampoo.
Sure.
Yeah.
I used to do that in high school. I had really long hair, and I wanted to get the flow, and I had a bunch of acne, so I'd use my acne medicine, but I thought it was like, I don't know, gay to use hair products, so I would just take the residue of the acne medication and try to use that to prop my hair up.
Wow.
And I thought I had really figured out a workaround.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys do that. My
Because
neighbor.
you don't, as a guy, want to have a big menagerie of
Yeah.
skincare and hair stuff, I
No,
guess, as a kid.
Yeah.
Right.
I would use my mom's hairspray at times, and then sometimes you didn't know that a hairspray also just needs to be a dusting. So I
Yeah.
would spray, and then I would just go to
You spray every individual hair.
Yeah, and then I just go to school with like a stuck branch.
You got
on
a
my
Lego
People
head.
are Like, what's going on?
Have you ever used Sun In, either of you?
No, I don't know what that is.
I used the sand shit once.
You spray it on your hair, you go out in the sun, and now you have blonde hair.
I've heard of people having real bad times with sun in.
Yeah, I let it ride. That's probably why I'm bald.
Yeah.
Well, when you were a kid, you put it in
You
every
left the
day?
sun in too much.
Yeah, I found my sister used it, and then I found it in the bathroom, and then I used it, and I was blonde.
Oh well, blonde was big when you were a kid. I had blonde tips.
I was never
wow.
blonde. So you basically
Yeah.
like salted the earth of your head. You scorched it. You scorched earth your head. Now nothing can grow there for 1,000 years.
Yeah, but I honestly love being bald. Like
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be an activist.
Yeah, you
Bald
should.
activist.
Bald-
Yeah.
All my people that go bald also look good bald.
Yeah.
It's really rare when you come across. Every time I see a bald person, I'm like, yeah, I couldn't. You look totally fine.
Yeah.
And I like the word that we use is bald, not like overweight.
Right.
You know, hairless, underhaired. It's
Yeah.
bald. You're bald.
Yeah, you're bald.
You're your
Yeah.
own
It's a
category.
good word too.
Yeah.
You're not a deficient off the norm.
Yeah, beard and bald is like, that's the alpha.
Well, and bald is a sign of isn't it excess testosterone, so it's even more alpha.
True. And soft dick, I hear.
Yeah.
Also too much.
Yeah.
Too much testosterone does that.
I don't know. I've just what I've been telling people.
I went to the gym for the first time since 2020.
Oh whoa.
Yeah.
Well, you've been working out with the polka dots.
Long COVID.
Yeah, I do this or that, but like really just like the
Yeah.
old classic, like how many
Chest
and
reps you got?
try.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I work in?
Yeah.
A little
I
nice
know, I
ham
know that
sandwich
feeling. I'm
workout.
like a string bean right now, and then you go back to the gym and you want to tell people like, "You used to be really into this, man. You used to be really. I didn't just used to be on the elliptical, okay?
You ever do this? You're like, I bet they could tell I was big.
Yeah, by the way that I live.
The way and,
Yeah.
they may be 20s, but my form is immaculate.
Yeah, no one this size could do 2 pull-ups straight in a row like that. This says I have a past.
The one that got me was the tricep push down. That one, like, bro, I had to go up in less weight, but it was up in the chain of shame.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I was just like,
Yeah, because
and
it
you were-
burns so quick.
We're using the rope, the bar.
I was using the rope, but then I was like,
Rope's hard.
if you keep like good form, like your elbows are locked kind of thing. And like the first time I like put it in, I couldn't move it. Then I went up like,
What'd you put it in at?
I don't know,
100?
dude. Come on.
17.
Yeah. No, I think it was like 80 or whatever.
Oh
And I
my
was like,
God,
oh,
that's
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
I was like, this is a lot. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been able to do that.
I do
Yeah.
that sometimes. Though you have that moment where where
do you
it doesn't
think you
really
are?
matter.
Well,
I
it
am.
was like there was like 20%. It was like it went down to like 200. So I was like,
you're like, I could probably.
I'm like 40% strong.
yeah, it's been 5
I'm
years.
40% of the maximum weight this machine can handle.
Did you ever audibly kind of do that pussy move where you're like, oh, I don't know, that's a whoa.
Yeah, but you ever do this? And you go the other way. You're like, oh, that's not heavy enough. Anybody see
that's a
that?
good
Anybody
feeling.
see? I went up to 40.
Leave it there when you leave the machine. Good luck, next guy.
You do the extra like 5. You like go to adjust,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
you
put the-
just do the little 5, the little fiver.
Yeah.
Man, I hate when you see it in your. So I took a picture with Heather the other day, and when you see your arms in a shirt, and you're like, oh no,
Yeah.
because you're always like, I think I'm fine, and then because your arms in a shirt when they just look like they go straight up instead of expand a little bit in the other direction,
Yeah.
and you're like,
Yeah, guys got curves too. We want to see some curves.
yeah, I want to see a little bit of
Show
expansion.
me some curvature.
Yeah, the wedding photos will fuck you up, dude. Definitely.
You think you look too skinny in them?
I on the day of the wedding, I had
Your
to,
wedding.
Yes, I had to ask the photographer very like subtly, like, can you see my dick?
In the
because-
pants?
In the pants, because the pants were so tight, dude. For whatever reason, I gained like 10 pounds between like the week that
I was looking
Trying
chubby
to-
at your
trying to
wedding
bulk
too,
up for
dude.
your big
Oh.
day.
I had a fat face at your wedding.
Trying
It
to
was right
bulk
before I'm on a strict thing right now for my stomach, but I remember being like, when I get back, I'm gonna because this thing's gonna make me lose so much weight. But I was like, I'm looking fat as hell for this wedding.
Yeah,
It
dude.
sucks.
It's crazy. You
We all
gained
look
all the
fat.
weight that women lost.
Yeah.
They just gave it to the guys.
Dude, honestly,
How'd
there
your
was,
wife
like,
look? Was your wife
Oh
fat as
my
well?
God, no, she was.
Could you see her dick?
No, she was. It was scary. She got a spray tan, and then I had to come to the realization that like I'm into it. You know?
Yeah,
I didn't think. I was like, fucking babe, you don't need a spray tan.
Yeah.
And then she came home with the spray tan. I'm like, can I lick that off you?
Yeah.
That looks delicious.
I'll send you right back.
That is a good idea. Edible spray tan.
Yeah.
Get a little sweet,
Yeah.
a little sugar, a little stevia in there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've done.
Tastes like
anything-
cinnamon?
Have
Yeah.
you done anything edible from any type of like sex store at any point?
No, I feel like that wasn't our general like to hear of edible underwear, but I never tried it. Did you?
No, I've never
Yeah.
done an edible anything. I don't think.
Yeah.
I just any type of like sugar substance around any of those parts. I mean, I think I've done like the warm lube, like the,
Oh, dude, Heather and I had such a funny experience with that.
yeah,
Yeah,
They're-
what would-
it's like icy hot.
We did that. We did a flavored one once, like the beginning of our relationship, and it was
Sour
like
green apple?
It was sour green apple. It was like it was
That was
caramel.
just-
I think it was caramel apple.
Okay.
but it was expired, and we didn't realize.
Oh, bad
and
apple.
expired lube smells like bad genitals. So the whole time we were just being polite to each other because we were both thinking, oh, maybe they had a long day.
Yeah.
And then at one point, because the friction increased the smell, we stopped and was like, hey. You gotta take a, and then we found out that it was me that.
Didn't
no,
know you
but it
did a
was lube.
triathlon this morning.
Yeah,
Anytime you introduce a novelty, like a toy, a caramel apple, something
Yeah.
like it, like
Yeah.
you both want it to go well.
Yeah.
Because like you fucking bought it, kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
And so it's always that thing like you like this, right?
yeah,
Dude, we
But
have
it's always like that 5 minutes of fucking lying
Yeah.
to one another's face.
yeah. Before you're like,
we have a
throw it over your shoulder for good luck. Get out of here.
we have a sex swing that we have bought, hung up 3 times, never used once.
oh wow.
It just hangs there like a weird pull-up machine that
Yeah.
nobody uses.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
Just as a reminder that we don't use it, and then
Does
we put
it
it
come
away.
with like a tutorial video?
It's pretty straightforward. It's like 2 straps for your elbows and then 2 straps for the legs, and
And then-
it hangs on the door, and then you're just like,
Oh
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what it looked like.
yeah.
So she just hangs
The
there like a
trouble is,
piñata?
like, yeah, kind of.
Like
and
a
then I hit
crab
her,
in the air?
and then I hit her. I hit her with a plastic bat. Yeah,
Wiffle?
wiffle. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt her.
What's she full of?
Candy, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, what's a Jewish candy? Is she full of lox?
Ugh. Yeah, I think that is true. Actually, that tends to be the odor.
So
What is
salmon
she?
lox.
Oh, she's gelt. There we
Okay.
go.
What's
The
a
gold
gelt?
coins. Gold coins. Gold Jew coins.
Oh, it's called
that are
gelt.
chocolate.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Nice. Was that in a class?
Full of gelts. No, that was just that was a real world experience.
Wow.
Yeah. One little Jewish treasure hunt.
Yeah, but they there's no like they don't call quarters something different, do they?
No.
I think
It's
they
all
call them mine. But I was telling. Oh, can you grab that little dish? Thanks.
But
I was-
also with the sex swing, like you're all in the moment and you're about to have sex, and you don't want to clamber up into this like get up into like a
Yeah.
harness, you know, some kind of circus
Well,
thing.
also-
So what inspired it?
Well, I think she just bought it. We thought it'd be fun. It was like one of our birthdays. We walked by a sex store.
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
like, I'll
yeah.
get that for you, or I'll get that for you. And then we brought it home,
So,
set it up,
like-
and then I got in it just to see like, if I would fall.
Right.
And I didn't.
Oh,
But
so you're in it.
I'm not in it, but
She's
I tested
pushing
it.
you.
She's pushing me.
Yeah.
Higher.
She's,
We use it as a regular swing.
Yeah.
Double jump.
So we're gonna get a sex slide pretty soon.
Ooh,
That
nice.
sounds fun.
Yeah.
Sex rock wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ball pit.
Yep. Sex ball pit.
You know what's really in is a sex bop it.
Bop
Yeah.
it.
Sex
Yeah.
bouncy house.
Jerk it.
Yeah.
Shake it.
Flick it.
Flick it.
Bite it.
But then also
Pinch it.
with the sex swing, when you're done, then you have to like unstrap her. Like,
Yeah. And then she's just hanging there.
yeah.
I've never done
Dripping.
straps ever.
Yeah.
There's never been like an arm that is like locked up. I've done like the pin, right? I've been pinned before.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 I've tied.
Yeah.
Tied?
I've tied, but I'm a naval boy. I'm a nautical
Yeah, you're
guy.
a Maryland guy.
Yeah.
So you've tied or you've been tied?
I've
or
tied.
both?
I've both.
Yeah.
I've tied and I've been tied. It's pretty simple knots though. I'm not working with anything advanced.
Yeah.
And they're the type of knots where you tie it and you're like, that's gonna be a bitch to untie. They're not even knots. I'm just like
Yeah,
looping
triple.
the rope and then pulling
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Bring scissors.
And then I'm like, I hope I'm still hard.
yeah.
Hard to
Yeah,
tie a
there's
knot.
too
and
much. There's too
maintain
much
an
like
erection.
OCD that's going on in my bedroom of the world. I feel like there's like the very particular. We have like a pretty fussy dog, Mr. Tiny Buckets, and so like it's like all right, like we have to kind of like hide from the fucking dog.
Does the dog like to watch?
Try to get involved.
So he like especially like post sex, like the dog is just kind of like what's going on.
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah, I think he has like a trauma experience. So, because
Yeah.
like once we get started, he doesn't say anything. He's never barking if he's in the room and he sees us both having.
Because he doesn't want to catch a stray.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's completely fine. But like afterwards, he's kind of like, "What the fuck was
Yeah.
that?"
Yeah, what were you guys? My
Yeah.
cats used to jump on the bed and now they go under. I think they like the
Yeah.
rocket.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
And like a 40 movie.
They're like earthquake.
Yeah.
What
What do you mean by your bedroom of the world?
Yeah, just like my corner of the world, my bedroom. you
Okay,
know, yeah.
okay,
There's like there's like an OCD thing that I think we're trying to work through. That's why I came here. I flew out to New York to get some insight.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of like.
I hope you
did
find
clip your nails? Did you wash your hands? Did you
Oh, sure.
Is this in your head? Are you asking her this?
No. It's like before we could get into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like all of the fixins. Like is
Yeah.
everything prepared for
That's fair.
this?
You're
I do
asking
that.
yourself this.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I do that. I'll jump in the shower, do a quick rinse. 'Cause I'm like,
Sure.
worst case, I don't want to smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just want it to like pop off, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that,
Yeah,
start
yeah.
on the couch, it pops off on the couch. Maybe some neighbors could see him through the window.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like we're
'Cause you're in
into
the
it. We're
moment.
in
I'd
the moment.
prefer
Yeah.
they see it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That only happens when there's like a heavy level of intoxication where it's like throw your inhibitions to the wind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if it's not, if it's a normal day, if it's, Wednesday, Thursday,
Then you're like, how
it's
do
like
my
too
balls
much.
smell?
Yeah.
It's too much like, this. It feels like there's a checklist.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like
Interesting.
it. Yeah.
With an ex I had, that was her big hang up for not like we weren't having sex as much. And it was because she wasn't showering often.
Yeah.
So she didn't feel fresh
Right.
for a lot of the time that I would want to be having sex. But she also didn't want to shower and then in the shower be like, well, I guess I have to have sex now.
Right. Yeah.
It was a weird.
That's weird
it
to
was
be
a weird,
showering and be like, well, I guess because then it's like,
No.
just take a quick shower. That's what I do. I jump into like,
Yeah, but like my fate is sealed. I don't know. She had weird hang-ups, like OCDs. Like it's not rational stuff. It's
Right.
Yeah.
it's anxious mind.
Right.
You know.
I think OCD deserves a bad rap. I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like getting a good rap.
Why is it
Yeah.
no?
And people are like,
No.
oh, well, I have OCD. I just
Yeah.
like everything perfect. It's like, no, that's actually problematic. It's not
Yeah.
that it's.
Yeah, you're a big pain.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're a nuisance.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I flew out to New York to just really let it rip, dude. Let it out. Like, yeah.
You'll be able to. Yeah, no one will notice you here. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's
Were you nervous flying here? I really have, honestly, I'm more scared every time I fly just because of all the plane crashes that keep happening.
Yeah. Last
Yeah.
year was
I saw a
bad
mom
year.
next to me who
Yeah.
was like with her kid, like I could see her praying.
Yeah.
She wasn't, but she was really panicking.
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially did you see the hot air balloon?
What?
No.
Oh my god.
I don't
you're
travel. I'm
nuts.
not going to travel by those
You didn't
anymore.
see- oh yeah, it caught fire in the air.
Oh,
Oh,
fine.
well, that was. Yeah, I'm surprised that hasn't happened a billion times.
Yeah. it's
Any
crazy.
survivors?
I think only 8 or 13 people died, but people were falling out of the basket. It's a video. Just,
Whoa! Send me the link.
Nice.
It's crazy.
That's awesome.
And the balloon just is a. it just smacked.
So 8 or 13 people died.
But
How many people were in the balloon?
21. So that's pretty cool.
That's a
like
packed
not bad.
basket.
So
Yeah.
it's like a 50-50?
Yeah, that's
Ish.
pretty good.
Yeah.
With when flights crash, it's like always everybody dies. Why can't we get it to like 80% of the people die?
Right.
And maybe 12 survive. It's
Some-
always 0 or like 2 or 1 guys
Yeah.
out of 200.
Yeah. Like, well, that Air India guy, there's like, I don't know if it's fake or not, but they say like maybe he was faking it.
You think he was just a homeless guy who's like, oh yeah, I could make something of this?
That's what, yeah, I don't know if they're fake TikToks or whatever, but there's videos that are like, he's been arrested.
No, wasn't he on the flight log?
That's what I think.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But yeah, he was the only one, right, that survived?
Yes.
Well, the one that went upside down. There was
That
like
one,
a bunch
everybody.
of bunch
Yeah.
of survivors.
Yeah, everybody survived.
That's
yeah.
what I want.
Yeah.
Because even if I were to have survived the hot air balloon, like I don't trust that I could get enough money out of that fucking company.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, the hot air-
Jerry's
yeah.
balloons.
No, Jerry's does not have deep pockets.
No, hell no. I need Delta, baby.
Yeah.
You need Delta United
Yeah, I wonder how
money.
much those guys got paid.
Dude, probably like $5,000.
I know, they probably didn't pay them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do
they
you think
probably.
the Air India guy got?
Well,
5 cows?
He's Brit. 5 vegetarian, yeah.
Did you
a lot
see-
of water with no straws. That's a joke for my restaurant people out there. Water, no ice, no straw, and I won't tip. Every time.
No straw. They hate straws.
No straw, no ice, no
Dude,
tip.
fuck straws. I'm not
I
a fan.
I didn't give you guys
Indian.
any.
When Starbucks took away their straws, I was like, oh, why would they?
First
This is
Christmas,
horrible.
then
Dude,
straws.
now
Yeah.
I love the new.
Oh, the sippy cup's the
my
best.
Gosh, you little
Sipping
sippy
on a
cup.
cold
Dude,
brew.
you could stack them.
Yeah.
You could put like 3 on top of one another.
I love man, there's so much coffee.
Show people
around
what a
here. I
day
can't
you've
wait.
had.
Yeah. What you said you had some work trauma. I don't know if you want to share it on the pod, but you texted me that you had work trauma you wanted to share.
Trauma or drama?
Work trauma.
Trauma, drama.
Oh God,
Baby mama.
I mean, dude, I'm at war. Yeah, every day. But lately, what I've been doing is
You were in the B2?
I've been uploading transcripts, like, because we'll have AI that's just on the call. You could get the transcript. It'll give you a summary of the meeting.
Yeah.
But I'm taking that transcript and I'm going to ChatGPT and just like opening up a new channel and just going to war. Like, tell me why speaker 2 doesn't make sense. Tell me how, like, the percentage of how much speaker 2 was talking. Like,
Is speaker
could
2 you?
Could you see how like confusing speaker 2 was like on this call? Like,
And what's the rationale behind trying to get speaker 2 in trouble?
I think speaker 2 is I think they're trying to like
S2?
bogart a seat, close to the
Oh.
the top of the pecking order.
And you could be in that seat?
No, it's more of like you're causing so many issues, like making things personal. You know, it's
Speaker 2 is a little emotional.
Yeah, and you know,
I
what?
have an
Actually,
idea of who the speaker 2 is.
I actually caught speaker 2 with a like I'm a single mom kind of
It's
rhetoric.
Huda from Love Island.
Not a single mom by any
Whoa.
stretch. Husband still lives in the house, but they're not. It's like
Yeah, but that's-
but we're separated, but he
She's
still
like, I'm
lives in the
emotionally
house.
severed, therefore I'm raising
Yeah.
this child alone.
Right. It's like, oh, you mean your 3 sisters and your 2 husbands?
I have
watch
nothing
your
and
kids
no
every
one.
day? Dude, so I'm like anti-mom, anti-single mom. Like, I don't believe in it. Like,
Anti-single
the way in which it's like, I guess, been weaponized is like a reason why like I need to work harder.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, because the single mom could do it. It's like, well, you go to work and I go to work and we're both here for fucking 8 to 9 hours. Like, how much momming are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, oh, you got to go home and do dishes. So do I.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think mom. Like, I came up on salami sandwiches, and it like I am honestly now at 32 years old, like looking back and realizing like it didn't take that much. It really didn't.
A kid adds, what, 30, 40 minutes to your day?
That's what I'm thinking.
Maximum.
Like, it was
Make him 3 sandwiches.
a
What
salami
else?
sandwich, dude. Salami
No cheese?
on white bread cut in half. Salami sandwich.
Dude, I hate salami.
Lock the doors,
Just
tell
a
him to come
salt
back
square that
when the
is.
sun goes
Yeah.
down.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
horrible. And I like came home with it every day. But, like, you just throw it out and make a new one tomorrow. Yeah, but I don't think moms work that hard.
What has ChatGPT? Has it actually helped you? Has
Oh,
it been like,
gosh.
you're right, Mike? I love when ChatGPT starts to know you.
Yes.
You're
Yeah,
right. This
yeah.
girl sounds like Speaker 2's a total bitch.
Hell yeah,
Because it
bro.
starts to, like-
I've gotten a few hell yeah bros from
Yeah.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, no.
Like-
at first, ChatGPT was like very trepidatious because I was like, write me a list of like 5 hypocritical
lists.
points. I was like, give me 5 hypocritical points. So if I'm asked like how I'm feeling about this, daily stand up, I have like, well, I don't like speaker 2 because of
Yeah.
yeah. And at first it was like, take it easy. We kind of like,
As ChatGPT said?
it was kind of like work in some, motivation
Yeah.
behind. Don't just like go attack someone. But
Yeah.
now it's like, yeah, this doesn't make sense. And it's come around, dude.
I love how it grows with you. At first, it's like, I remember the first day I noticed it was like, welcome back, Charles. And I was like, no. But now it's like, I agree. Christina shouldn't talk to you like that.
Right.
And you're like, thanks, chat.
Yeah.
What are you doing later tonight?
No, it's definitely, it like hypes me up. I'll like upload like some paintings and it's like, I can see you in museums. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you so good.
Yeah. I'll be
You
like,
mean it?
Yeah. Chat. Babe, chat said, you're in a breakup. Chat believed in me. You'll see.
Have you been following the Karen Reed trial?
No, I actually skipped out on, I don't know anything about it.
Dude, amazing.
She got let go, right?
Yes.
Yes, Karen
Boston
Reed.
DUI,
Oh.
killed the cop, husband.
Oh my God, bro, it's
Okay.
so beautiful.
And she got not guilty.
I don't.
I think
Yes.
yes. So she just
Yeah. Yet
was
another
set
single
free.
mom getting
She
away
was-
with it.
She was found not guilty of murder, manslaughter, and then she was found guilty of like the DUI.
Drunk driving.
Where it's like, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
but so how do
That'd
you
be awesome
not-
if she got off of that too.
how do you yeah, they're
It
like
was the friends at the party driving the car.
yeah. What was because I remember there was a lot of people like there's gonna be riots if she's guilty. So how come she wasn't guilty for the manslaughter?
Oh, dude, she did not do it. There was no collision. She dropped off her boyfriend at this house. The house had police officers, like that's like
Police potty.
Yeah.
It's
It was
potty
like-
for police.
Oh, it was a pig party.
Police potty.
It was
yeah.
a pig party.
Yeah, pig potty.
And she left, right? And then she's like leaving him all these voicemails, like "fuck you," blah blah blah.
Oh, because
like,
she's drunk.
she's drunk. John like went into the house, was gonna see if it was a good vibe, and then come back out, and he never came back out. And she was like wasted, upset. She left, right? And she's like leaving voicemails like crazy. She's like worried where he is. Yeah, he's not answering texts or whatever. John. She gets picked up to like go back by the house to like see where he is, and he's dead on the front lawn.
Whoa.
In the cold, buried
Front
in snow.
lawn.
Yeah.
His girlfriend, the boyfriend.
Boyfriend, John O'Keefe. Rest
So
in
there's
peace.
no collision injuries on his body.
So that's the big thing. They, who's investigating? The fucking police.
Yeah.
right?
Oh wow.
BPD.
Because they
Right.
wanted. They're like, who can we fucking pin this on?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Who killed the
drunk,
cop?
Drunk Karen.
And there was like there was a moment where like the 2 investigators who knew the guys in the house, right? Like went to the car, Karen's car, and they're like, like blah, blah, psh, like
Wow.
yeah, broke out, then like scattered.
Took John's body and just started hitting him against the
Yeah,
bumper.
yeah.
Throwing him. There's
Oh.
footage of they're in
I
the
can't
car.
believe she's such a monster.
Yeah.
But then the police officer who was in the house, right? It was like his property. Like he never came outside. So like they found his friend dead on the lawn,
Wow.
and he never went outside.
just
They're
did
like,
this
why
with the
didn't you
blinds,
come
like-
outside? He's like, well, by that I knew John was dead, so I didn't want to put on my snuggies or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. What are you gonna do? I mean, it's only 10 p.m. We got a lot of night left.
So
Yeah.
he died in the house and they threw him outside?
I think there was a fight in the house.
Yeah.
I think there was a dog that was involved because
Oh.
like his arm, John's arm was like all gashed up.
Whoa.
There was a blunt force trauma to the back of the head. So I think like a fight popped off.
Angry cops.
I think angry cops like hit him with something, and then I think he left. Right, like maybe it wasn't that.
and then he maybe had a concussion.
Right, passed out on the front lawn. But then they found the wife of one of the cops. Googled it was Hos long to die in cold. HOS long to die in cold. At like 2 a.m. They're like,
Not even an
Are you just
incognito
curious?
tab, it,
but
buddy.
not
Yeah.
Karen. Some other person. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
yeah. And,
That's-
so this is the big payoff, big punchline here. So the guy who's leading the investigation, Trooper Michael Proctor
Yes,
was
he's
his name.
The best dude.
He was
Fellow Baldman.
He was in a group chat with the other cops, and they were like messaging him, like, what are you finding? He's like, no nudes.
Yeah.
She's a crazy bitch. She has a balloon knot. Leaks poo. He's saying this about Karen Reed to the other cops.
Leaks
like,
poo?
Yeah, crazy.
Talking about her butthole.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He's like, no ass.
If you were confused.
Yeah, couldn't find any nudes. No ass. Fucking,
How long has this been
She's
going
hot,
on? I feel
but
like
she's
I've,
like a crazy cunt.
I thought I think I've heard. How long has this been going on?
Psycho whack job.
I think
while, right?
2022.
Okay, because I've heard about this.
Yeah.
Dude, people are idiots.
Yeah, dude, I love a good crooked cop.
Yeah.
I like that there was no evidence though, because I thought a lot of the court or the trial was getting thrown out just because Proctor was being so like inappropriate in the texts.
Yeah.
Which I did like that he had to multiple times be like, "Look, I'm just joking around with my buddies. I was wrong. I shouldn't have said that." But like, come on, you can't actually think that I think this.
Right.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but no,
It's funny when you have to defend a joke in a
Yeah.
text in a
Right.
court of law.
Well, he lost his job. You know.
Yeah.
I think it was like, dude, you can't be scrolling for people's nudes
No.
as a police.
No
officer.
nudes.
Yeah.
He texted no nudes though.
Yeah, it's so funny. Also, you're a cop. You know what they're gonna look through.
Your Honor, I thought it might be pertinent to the case.
Yeah, to let everybody know.
To know that one of her boobs went that way and the other went that way.
Yeah. I am a detective, and mysteries need to be solved.
Yeah.
Dude, but Karen Reed could get it, bro, for real.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
her leaky balloon knot and
Yes, all day. Yeah, she's a queen.
what happened to her? Yeah,
Ice
she
queen.
just has a bad loose butthole.
Leaky balloon knot.
Huh.
Yeah.
all. Oh, she has Crohn's.
Does she?
Yes.
Yeah.
She has Crohn's.
Oh, that solves it.
Yeah.
So now she's free.
Yeah.
I mean, that's. I don't know if I.
I mean, she might have to do like a week. Well, they found like she was there and she like found him and she was like, John. And then like her big thing was like, she said like, did I hit him? Right.
Oh.
So that was the big, like, that's why, they felt like they could
They
charge
could
her ass.
frame her.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. She's like, did I hit him?
Poor lady.
I don't know. Did I hit him? It's like, if you look at this guy, it's like, dude, their theory was that she reverse Tokyo drifted
Yeah.
at 35 miles an hour and like dinged him and then like
Then he fell into the snow and died.
Yeah.
And then she left.
People get hit by. You get hit by cars.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite pastimes.
how many times?
Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any
Nice reset,
significant?
Some people do ayahuasca. I like to get hit by a nice Bronco.
Yeah.
No, they're pretty slow.
Yeah.
Going pretty slow.
So you have been hit by a car twice,
That's right.
and have you sustained like major injuries?
No, I mean, the worst injury I had actually was when it wasn't even a car. I was just biking down a hill. I was looking at my phone with one hand, and I braked with the front brakes in the other, and I flew over.
Yes.
And then I hit. There's like a cashew-shaped bone in your
Ah.
thumb or like on your hand right here. So I
Yeah.
hit that bone and like kind of fractured it.
Yeah.
But there's no cast or it's just like don't use it.
Yeah.
So no, I mean I've had to go to PT. This dude hit me with his I have a joke about this, but I don't even say this part because it sounds so fake.
Yeah.
But it was a Porsche SUV that had a Hello Kitty wrap job. And the driver and the passenger were both Asian.
Right.
So it looked like an HR training video of like, so if you see this, what do you not
Yeah.
say?
Right.
I knew it.
Yeah.
It was insane.
License
It was a
plate says-
pink Hello Kitty Porsche
Right.
and an Asian driver.
Yeah.
And I'm like, buddy, you can't do this. I wanted to be like, get back in the car.
Yeah, save your race.
You're hurting
Yeah.
a lot of people here.
Was there a nice
He was eating a
settlement
bat.
at
It was
all?
bad.
Did you get like the license?
Yeah, no,
insurance?
we exchanged numbers.
Yeah.
He paid for my bike that he kind of fucked up. I crashed later because the seat fell off from the damages and my phone broke, so we paid for that. He
Nice.
paid for PT.
Nice.
Oh,
People are
okay.
like, you should have taken him for a ride. I'm
I
like, he
would've.
did right by me.
Yeah.
He felt bad. He didn't mean to. He paid for everything I asked.
Yeah.
What do you want? I've also hit a guy
Whoa.
just to see what it felt like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to get perspective. Walk a mile in someone's car.
Yeah.
I actually too have hit a guy, and it was an Asian guy.
Oh, no.
Mine
yeah.
was a black teen.
They can't bite
I
either.
borrowed a car when I was
I
like
thought he had a gun.
19 in college to go visit my girlfriend at a different college. And it was like, she was like a truck that I was not used to driving. I was like stopped, but apparently I wasn't. Oh my car.
Little rolling stop.
And I just like, next thing I know, I hear like a bang and look up and this dude's on my windshield like, whoa.
Isn't it so funny though how
I've never
little?
seen someone's eyes so wide
Yeah,
open.
isn't it so funny how little though you feel it in your car?
Yeah.
The car it's like bing.
Yeah. It was it was fun. I would do it. Yeah, I would do it. I would hit someone.
How fast were you going though? You said you were stopping.
Dude, I was stopped, so I couldn't have been going more than
Five.
like 5 or 10.
Yeah.
I was
And then
turning. which is how I've been hit both times as well.
Yeah, so you had some juice behind that.
I had some angular momentum for sure. And the kid, it was winter, and he has had an Apple Watch. It was just really bad. It was a black teen, like adult, but like 18, 19. And then 3 people in the neighborhood, which is predominantly black, who saw this.
Right.
And then his Apple Watch is going nuts because it says, your heart rate's elevated. You've probably been hit by a car.
Yeah.
Do you want to call EMS? And he's trying with his mittens to hit no. And I'm like,
But
hey,
it was a stolen watch.
yeah.
We don't recognize you.
We're looking for a Blake. He was trying to hit it with his mittens, and I was like, hey, do you want me to hit it for you? And he's like, yes. So then I, with my hands that just hit him with my car, hit, don't call 911 on his watch.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I had to explain to the onlookers, like, no, it's between me and him. I got it. Don't worry
he's got
about it.
mittens.
Yeah, he's got mittens. It's fine. But he went kind of flying.
Yeah. Would
Oh,
you
wow.
say?
And as he was lying in the snow, much like John Prescott, he was like, why would you do that? And I'm like, dude, it wasn't a fucking hit. Because you cheated on that math test. Because you plagiarized your AP US history paper.
Do you think you were going like 15?
Yes, between 20 and 15.
How and like when you hit him, was
Yeah.
there any fear like I could have just killed him or no? Were you like? Because I'm trying to think. How
I was
fast-
worried I broke something.
Yeah.
Because he had a helmet. He also had a helmet on, and he had like
Dude,
a winter
what
jacket.
A responsible young man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He didn't have his lights on, and what was weird though is he thought he fucked up. He's like, dude, I'm so sorry. And I Venmoed him money to like.
You should be.
for
What's your
whatever.
Venmo? You should pay me.
Yeah.
What the hell were you
Well,
thinking?
dude? I Venmoed him, and then it was so like he seemed like autistic or off or
Oh,
something.
no.
Or maybe I made him. Maybe he was fine
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
But he was like, I Venmoed him, I don't know, $200 to get his bike fixed, and he was like, man, thank you so much. I'll be getting you back one day. And I'm like,
You'll be
are
hitting
you
me
gonna get a
back.
car? What does that mean?
Yeah. That's.
But he
fun.
thinks like I did him a favor.
Yeah.
It was really weird. Never seen him since.
Yeah, Sylvia, my wife, hit a guy, and then who was riding a bike, and then the bike was totaled, and she put it in the back of her car and like drove him to like karate practice or something.
Whoa.
Like, yo, don't do that. Just fucking leave the seat.
Yeah. I
He
don't care
knows
if
karate. He can figure it out.
I don't care if
Teach
he's a-
him
I
discipline.
don't care if he's a black belt. He can't crush your Nissan Altima.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a crazy story. He shows up to karate class. So like, did you just come from a karate class?
Right.
Yeah.
You look horrible.
Yeah, but I think he like took the insurance for like as much as he could. He took that insurance for a
Yeah,
ride.
you should.
But then it's like, okay, so if you hit someone, you have Allstate insurance. They sue the living shit out of Allstate. Your rates go up.
Yes.
You could just cancel.
Oh, the insurance.
Yeah,
I think it stays with you though. You go to another insurance, they look at your records. They got records, I think.
I don't know.
This isn't all pen and paper.
Dude, I feel like you can get away with like being like Geico doesn't want to do this to me. Maybe just sign up with Geico.
Yeah, go to the general. Probably will look the other way for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That cartoon guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't deal with real life problems.
Yeah. General's good at compartmentalizing.
Yeah.
They had to do a lot of that after Korea.
Yeah.
How about the who's the other guy? Who's Mayhem? Who does he represent?
Oh, that's Allstate.
Allstate,
That's
right?
Allstate.
Yeah.
All right, fuck
Yeah.
that guy.
You don't like Allstate?
No, I don't like that guy.
You missed the black guy with the cool, good hands.
Yeah, I
do
like
too.
that guy.
Yeah, that
he had
guy was good.
Comforting presence. They really did a 180.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like peaceful black, violent white.
Yeah.
Let's go violent
Well,
white.
that's a sign of the times right
Disheveled
now.
violent white.
That's what we're living with nowadays.
Yeah, dude.
No, I don't. What do you mean? Trump's
think-
ushered in a new era of world peace.
Yeah.
I honestly think whites are on the come up, and I'm pretty pumped about it. I think it's our time.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yet again.
Yeah, we got Pete Hegseth on our side.
Yeah.
Man, that guy looks like a bull shark. Everyone on Fox News and Trump's cabinet, they look like oxen or like fucking sharks.
Yeah, they're ready to go.
Yeah, they got angular faces.
Yeah, I don't even know what's happening, like war-wise. I know that Karen Reed's free, and that was like my war.
That was
Yeah.
your war. Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
That
in
was your
Iraq.
October 7th. Was
Every
Karen
time
Reed.
something happens in the Middle East, I like look at my wife and I'm like, you good? And she's like, yeah, fucking from Egypt.
Yeah,
like,
Egypt
unless
is
you
good.
hear Egypt, we're good.
Yeah.
And I'm always like,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's more.
Yeah.
You have the sphinxes to defend you. Nobody messes with the
Yeah,
sphinxes.
they got Ra, Amen
Yeah,
Ra.
Ra.
You got
Yeah, Ra.
what are the other ones? Tutankhamun,
Tutankhamun.
Evil Eyes.
Eyes.
Anubis.
Anubis.
Anubis,
No, you
dude.
can't.
Anubis
yeah.
is a top
Don't fuck
G.
with that.
Yeah, because
dog.
if you fuck with Egypt, you're gonna get cursed.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's not worth any minerals.
Bro, you could go on Zillow and look at homes in Egypt, and there's a toggle for
Filter by cursed.
You could filter by palace, and
Wow.
like,
What?
the palaces aren't even that much, dude.
Wow.
Like you could get a palace for like $700,000 US.
What's a palace to them though? Is that like a co-op?
I feel like marble floors.
They got palaces.
Yeah, they got they got palaces.
Wow.
Yeah, and then they got
What's a palace to
Single
them?
family
What?
palace?
It's basically sand and triangles over there, right? What's a fucking palace to them?
It's well, you could make the swirly kind of cylinders. They don't even have to support any part of the wall.
What?
You just kind of have it to where it's the height of the ceiling, but it's not like in.
You talking about a spiral staircase?
No, a spiral like
Like a decorative,
yeah.
like the Russian kind of curly thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
like you walk in and it's just like but it's like paper mache.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really no support at all.
Okay.
But it looks nice. You could paint it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got your own spirals. You can do what you want with them.
Yes.
A lot of people do popcorn.
Trouble picturing these spirals. It's just like a little fixture.
Yeah, it's just
It's like instead of an aquarium, instead of a fish tank, you got a spiral.
Like how you could have like a Roman pillar in your house.
That's yes.
Now you're speaking my language.
Yes, but
Egyptian
it's,
salute.
It's there's no function of it.
yeah.
Like
just
if
there
you
to
look
be like,
really close,
maybe we have money, huh?
if you look really close, there's like an inch like
Yeah,
under
yeah.
the ceiling.
Doing nothing.
Yeah.
Little clearance.
Does she ever want like a second place in Egypt?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't been yet. It looks dusty.
You haven't been?
No.
Oh wow, it looks dusty.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they're starting to do like house music out there.
Oh, nice.
And bro, it looks so sick
Yeah,
with the
the party
pyramids in the
out-
background.
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
like, oh my god.
Yeah, I would love to go.
You know that guy in a 300 who was like to persuade
Gerard Butler?
No, the little guy with the hunchback guy.
Yes.
Who they
Yeah,
like
yeah.
persuade. That's what I want in
The
Egypt.
puss
dude.
ball guy.
Yeah, I want to look like him and just have like all of these like
At a concert, just fizzing out.
That's your rave wear.
You come back to America totally normal.
Yeah.
You should see me when I'm in Egypt. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm like another guy.
Yeah.
Canon speaker too. I've been to Egypt.
Yeah. Chat, take it from here.
But yeah, I'm looking at different parts of the world. Venezuela.
What to visit?
What's popping off? You
No,
don't live there.
Oh my, like I'm just looking across.
Just trying to
the
reverse commute to Venezuela.
$400,000. Where can I go to
Oh,
get
dude,
like the swankiest
But
spot?
go to everywhere. My barber has a second amazing apartment in it's not the DR, Colombia. It's amazing.
Yes, my ex uncle, because my uncle divorced him, was from Colombia. Had a little condo there. Wanted to move back because he's like, in Colombia you can have like servants.
Yes,
Yeah,
like
dude,
they
that's-
live
yeah.
for cheap.
You have servants.
I mean, my
Yes.
barber has a whole apartment and he rents it out to like the MLS team.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Because he's always showing me pictures.
What's
and I'm
MLS? That a gang?
like, Major League Soccer. Yeah.
Ah.
MLS 13.
So yes.
Yeah.
I love those guys.
Yeah.
MASA Traces.
Yeah, I think my buddy goes to Brazil for like 6 months a year. I had a roommate who moved here from Brazil because of a job, and we lived together for like a year in our last apartment.
Oh, the dancer.
Different one. Gay, just a lesbian. That was a gay male dancer is the one
Yes.
you're thinking of. But I was like, okay, so you're in Brazil, now you're in New York, like two of the crazy places. And she's like, Brazil all the way. She's like, I lived on the beach for $1,200 American a month.
Dude, that's
She's like,
what
it's just a party.
Yes.
And I'm like, really? She's like, I'll move as soon as I can move back.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
it's got to be better than Phoenix, New York. Like, because LA came to Phoenix. Now Phoenix is pricey.
Yeah.
I went and looked for our first home. You know, you get married, you look for a house.
Yeah.
You keep pulling out. You keep her stressed so that
Yeah.
she can't have kids. But we're in the house kind of lane, and it's ugly. Like
Yeah.
Phoenix is not what it used to be.
It's very expensive.
Yeah, I need to. So I was looking at Venezuela, which is like, you know,
so
How about
funny.
Venezuela, babe?
yeah.
No,
Well,
how about Beirut?
We
What
can get a
about
whole
Yemen?
palace over there.
well, America is like.
What about Iran?
Do not go to Venezuela. Like,
Yeah.
Of course.
Do not go there. And I'm like, I should go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
You're
are
gonna
they?
get kidnapped at an open house.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like,
And
yeah,
they're
come
gonna take
in.
you to an ATM and make it that zombie drug. You know that? Where
Yes.
they take you to an ATM, you type everything in, but you don't remember.
You're gonna be
Yeah.
looking at houses eating cookies that are basically pure fentanyl, and then you're gonna die.
Dude, I'm into it.
I would go to like a European. I would love to live in like some sort of
Croatia.
yeah, like something like that, or like a part of Italy that just kind of farmland but cheap, and then you can just jump on a train. My buddy does that. He just takes trains. He lives in Tokyo, but when he lived in Germany,
Wow.
he would just take the train to go to Italy like every weekend.
Yeah, but I feel like it's getting popular now. Like you want to do it, so then a lot of people.
Yeah,
wanna
but
do
if you
Yeah.
move to these places and you wait, how are you gonna get a sandwich at 4 a.m.?
yeah, that's true.
That's the people I know. It's so funny that
It's
people.
so funny. That's the reason that
Like,
people. That's
yeah.
that's why you're paying $2,000 to live above a Foot Locker.
Yeah, like
Because you don't keep turkey in the home.
yeah.
Salami sandwiches.
Yeah, salami sandwiches.
Yeah.
Just stock up and move to Cairo.
There's got to be a spot, dude, and I'm like willing to go anywhere.
Well, between Venezuela and Egypt, I think you'll find a nice place for you and your
Yeah,
wife
something
to
there's
settle down.
There's Asbergistan. Have you heard of this place?
Sorry?
Asbergistan.
No, where's that?
It's like north of.
Is it by Hot Lamistan?
it's north
Hot
of-
Dogistan? Damn it.
It's north of Iran.
Asbergistan?
Yes,
I think that's in certain parts of Brooklyn.
it's Asbergistan.
That's Burgistan.
Baku, Asbergistan.
Okay.
I could be saying both those wrong.
I've heard of Baku.
Baku. That's
I think
where
it's
I'm
now
looking at.
called Autistic Stan. You can't say Asbergistan anymore.
Yeah.
Asbergistan, dude. I was looking at because that's really Azerbaijaan.
Oh, Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan. They say it's like a mix of like
Is that Africa or
of
Asia?
Monaco and so
Chandler?
that's the thing.
Monaco
it's
and
like
Monaco
Detroit.
and Phoebe.
it's like Asian
Rachel and
and
Joey.
Russian. That's what they're all. It's like
Oh, it's Caucasus. It's in the Caucasian, right?
it's like
Oh, there we
Asian
go.
looking Russian people.
you know,
Oh, wow.
Rufat's from there.
I
Rufat's
see
half
that.
Azerbaijani.
Yeah,
Really?
Rufat does look Russian.
Is
Yeah.
is Roof a good dude?
Yeah, great guy, very funny comic.
Yeah.
I don't know. I worked a couple moving jobs with him, but he was nice, pretty nice to me.
Was he a hard worker?
Yes. That's so funny.
He was a big complaint.
In terms of his complaining about how hard he works, very hard worker.
Yeah. Like, God,
Yeah.
People, you work with so many people at moving jobs, and they complain. And it's like, hey, what do you think the job is?
Right,
This
dude.
isn't
Yeah.
gonna be a
need to
It's
breeze.
move
called
shit.
moving.
Yeah, we're moving furniture in New York City. It's
Yeah.
not going to be like, woo, time flew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I need to get out there. I might be a mover in Asbergistan.
I truly don't care as long as what makes me money.
Straight up.
I just don't care about the job. I was
Yeah.
talking with you guys know my buddy Dan the other day back home in Arizona, and he's like, yeah, I want to get a different blah, 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 but I just don't know what I want to do. And I was like, who cares what you want to do for the day job?
yeah, bro.
Just do whatever, get as much money as you can and
Get
do
that
it.
bag, Danny boy.
And then do whatever you want after work.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like I'm fiending another like I want to kind of
The
blow up.
scheme gears are turning.
Yeah.
Are you a
I-
scheme
I-
guy? You strike me as a maybe like, dude, I finally figured it out.
Yeah,
like
I-
you'd give me
well-
a few calls like that over the course of our relationship.
Yeah, I've had autism from hard living for quite some time.
Hard living induced autism.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
salami sandwich
I think this is like
stuff.
I think I'm like this is maybe just like a characteristic, but it's like I do want to leave jobs and be like, well, this could have been great.
Yeah.
And you fucked it up. I
Yeah.
didn't fuck it up. You fucked it up.
Yeah.
And then, find something new.
Oh,
But,
I'd love to. I always.
yeah, it's
yeah.
got to end on a bad note.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is like I've never had any job actually call somebody.
Yeah, I feel like I put down this lawyer who I first interned for when I was like, still using hella drugs and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, his daughter got beat up.
Oh
and,
no.
Didn't pay the drug lords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
She moved to Venezuela.
I like,
thought it would
I
be
called her a
peaches and
few
cream.
times, so he thinks I'm a real good guy. Yeah.
So you basically have a lawyer for life.
The calls are just you being like, "You up? How's that mic guy doing? Huh?
How's your daughter healing up?
let me see pics. Oh, not those.
Yeah. Oh, the wounds. Not that wound. I want to see you heal, lady.
Yeah, dude.
When is that pesky wound gonna heal?
I think
Oh, Mike, we're on the Patreon now.
background checks, a thing of the past.
Well, I have something for you, but continue because I had a call yesterday about this. But
Thing of the past.
What happened?
so
You in the future?
I had a call with so you know me, I'm always also scheming around for other jobs and just having one on backup in case I get fired because I'm in sales and you never know. So my other buddy who got fired at the same time as me from my print job ended up as an account executive at another job in finance. And I was like, okay, great. I have 25 years of account executive experience on my resume. So I had a call.
31 years old.
Yeah. I had a call with the recruiter yesterday, but my buddy had hit me up and he was like, by the way, they use a software that checks your background history for the past 7 years and it's bulletproof. And I was like, well, go ahead and pull my referral.
Yeah.
Because they're going to see 3 tech jobs I was at for 4 months in a dog walking company.
Right.
And, but the lady called me and we were talking for a little bit and I was like, hey, not to cut you off, but how's the salary? And she's like, it's this. And I was like, woo, that's low. Man, I make double that over here. And she was like, oh, yeah, I can't really double it. Just made up a lie.
Yeah,
I was like, could you not? You can't really. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a good fit. She's like, oh, man, I was really excited about you. And I was like, you were until you use that software, baby. Then you see a bunch of dog walking and frozen yogurt business in my company.
Where I worked
Sees
as
the
the
job,
dog.
then hits enter,
Yeah.
and he's like, no.
yeah. I decided to go with a different company.
Yeah, something's buzzing, dude. I feel it. Something big is brewing.
I always think once you break into like the 70Ks a year, the next position for me mentally, I'm like, I could grab 120.
Yeah.
Because I know how to talk in a way now. I'm in the 70 realm. Give me the 120.
I feel like the gray in my beard is really gonna get me there.
I think it will.
Yeah.
You could be a chief marketing officer like next year.
Yeah.
And those guys don't do.
They don't do it. They got cool sunglasses and they
Yeah.
talk a lot about vision.
Dude, it's
And-
all
and-
bullshit.
and
It's all
demos.
smoke and mirrors, dude.
Yes.
Any type of like marketing consultant, it's like, what are you? You an idea guy?
Yeah.
You just have good ideas.
And then you go
know how
trade
to
shows. Gotta
Yeah.
go to the trade
You
shows.
set up good CRM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the CRM's the sales guys.
It's fucking.
I'm
all
dealing
the-
with that.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
No, marketing dudes are frauds.
They're all, well, I mean, see who gets the marketing jobs? It's always girls fresh out of college.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, it must be difficult.
Right.
You got that with no job history, and you're, they're like, they really like me. I'm like, well, you're very attractive.
I
Yeah,
feel like
and a
ChatGPT
voice that really puts you like on a bottom rung in terms
Yeah.
of intelligence.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you're already
vocal
starting
fry.
on the back foot.
I'm
Yeah.
in marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to our buddy's mutual friend's girlfriend the other day, and I was like, hey, blah, 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 I'm in this. She's like, I'm in marketing. And I was like, oh, man, that seems, just,
I could tell based on your
Yeah.
stupid voice.
But you always go, oh, that seems tough.
I bet
'cause
you make
wanna, like-
PDFs for a living.
Yeah.
I bet.
Could you print this as a PDF?
Yeah.
I guess. How do you do that?
I got to Google that.
Yeah. I'm trying to place on a lot of orders for branded sunglasses. But I was like, hey, yeah. I was like, oh, I bet that job's tough. And she goes, I literally do nothing all day. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I know.
Every time I would peek over to marketing, they're always watching like SpongeBob compilations.
yeah.
Like best moments from the 90s.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel
I'm
like
is
it's
this why I have no inbound leads? Is this why none of them are real?
Yeah, it's like here's the brand assets, right? Here's our
Assets.
logo. Go to ChatGPT and be like, I need 10 fresh, hot, stimulating ideas in order to get this business to the next level.
This really bizarre.
Great question, Kelly. Seems like Mike's being a real asshole.
You're
over
on
there.
fire today, Kel.
Yeah.
I got the weirdest. I asked ChatGPT to make like a one-sheeter for the podcast to send to like advertisers, and it did that, and it was good. But it took my picture because it asked for a headshot, and it slightly altered my face
Yes.
in an uncanny. It was very weird. I look like half baby, half me. It's so. I'm like, why'd you change my face?
I did that.
Do you think I needed a punching up on my face?
I did that before it was automated. I used
remember this.
I used to fuck with my face a little bit in Photoshop, like the old school way.
You are a
like
schemer,
that
dude.
liquefy vanish.
Yeah,
But he did it in a way that made him look dumber.
Yeah. I made my mouth
Huge
like
ears.
real wide. Yeah,
But
it
your
like
eyes tiny, and you like, and then nobody said anything, and you were like, "Wait a minute!" I thought people were gonna be like, "Ha ha 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 ha!" They're like, "Mike, looking good.
Look at this beady-eyed genius.
Yeah, Mike, coming along great. We knew you could do it."
yeah, it was actually pretty sad.
Yeah.
I like wrote a caption that was like,
That is
so
very
excited to
crazy.
start my new job,
Yeah.
and then I made myself a little
It's a
downsy.
pin-eyed savant.
Yeah, and nobody said anything.
Yeah,
It was
so
fucked
funny.
up.
I'm gonna look as much like Rain Man as possible
Yeah.
for these interviews, dude. I've been trying to get into war profiteering, and it's not working. I bought there's an index that tracks the volatility of the market.
Yeah.
It's called like VIX or something. So stock market goes up, all these stocks go up, everything goes up. that means this goes down.
Right.
So when Trump over the weekend did the old Iran, bunker buster thing, I bought like 1,000 of that. I'm like, oh, war's popping off. It's going to be great. Turbulence, turmoil. The cities are burning. Zacky's going to make a sweet little bag.
Yeah.
And I've lost like $140 because he's ensured world peace for the region.
Yeah.
Sure,
I think-
yeah.
So
think
I
it
did
was
not
the bottom.
expect that.
Yeah.
Didn't expect the ushering in of a new world order.
Yeah. Do you ever see someone and
As
you
the
just know
Pax
they made
Trumpana.
they made it big in the stock market? They you see it on their face. You're just like,
Yeah,
this
they look like
fucking
freaks.
asshole
Yeah.
is making money while he sleeps. I
Yeah.
fucking see it.
Yeah. That's like that guy that we watched. What's that show? The guy buys a horse that we watched at your house?
Oh yeah.
Dude, it's so crazy.
As an
You know-
investment?
It's like the
guy's
Kentucky
filthy
Derby.
rich.
Yeah, he dropped $10 million on a horse that might win the Kentucky Derby.
Maybe.
Shit.
That scratched. It was like it got some stomach infection. It couldn't-
Really?
Oh, no.
Didn't fucking race.
He got Crohn's.
Yeah.
had a taco the night before. He's like, I can't. I can't when I eat like this.
He's got that Karen Reed balloon
You know I
knot.
should have saved this for after. I'm sorry. I'm a fatty.
He got that leaky
back to
knot. Yep.
What's the show called?
I don't know, something.
We bought a horse.
Getting to the Derby, whatever.
Yeah,
it's
have derby flippers or whatever.
Yeah.
Love it or derby it.
yeah, dude. It's like dudes that made money in the fucking whatever stock market bullshit. The one guy wears the most ridiculous suits. Period. Like, imagine a suit, but there's no shirt underneath it. Like that kind of douchebag.
yeah.
But it's
Derby
like
mogul.
glammed out, and then
Yeah.
he's got a spray tan. It looks
Yeah.
kind of hot. That part.
Parties in Miami.
you wanna lick it
wanna
off.
lick that off. You just watch it. Your wife's like, why do you watch that show with your mouth open? Shut up. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
It's 7:50, boys.
Perfect time to bring up our sponsor, Numa. Numa Cherry Cola. This is your daily wellness soda. There is zero junk and only bubbly benefits.
All trunk.
Muscle recovery, tart cherry, ginger, turmeric.
It was very good.
100% of your daily dose of vitamin C and zinc. Ladies, if you're struggling, men, if you feel worthless, grab a Numa.
Pretty good. And
Yep.
LL Bean, proud
Yep.
sponsor of
If
PSN.
you're non-binary, do not drink this.
No, please.
It will not make you happy or fulfilled.
Is Eddie Bauer still around?
I think so.
Yeah. You wear Eddie Bauer stuff sometimes?
No.
You've never... come on.
Never. Never had an Eddie Bauer. That's a
right.
very
Bauer
that's a stepdad move.
Is
Okay.
LL Bean still around?
Yes.
LL Bean going
Yeah.
strong?
It's like
Yeah,
especially how Connecticut dudes will wear that. Connecticut's are very boat shoes,
Yeah.
Sperry.
Yes.
What brought that up for you?
LL Bean used to sponsor the pod.
Oh,
yeah, it was
that's
one
why
of
I
our
brought
first
PSN.
sponsors.
Hell
Yeah. Yeah. How about Urban Outfitters? How are they doing?
Oh wow, I forgot about Urban Outfitters.
They got to be slacking.
I wonder if they are slacking. Yeah, because H&M I feel like took
They probably
over.
lost a lot of money after selling all the shorts that came with the belt. You got to make the margins on the belt.
Yes.
Oh God, yeah, I remember that.
I
And
had
they're also-
I had Tony Hawk brand shorts.
Oh, I remember Tony Hawk.
Yeah. Also came with the belt. Anything that comes with the belt, you should not buy.
This is a breaking news, incredibly important. Did you know Nomadic has pants?
I remember you showed me them.
Nomadic.
How many pockets?
Oh, dude.
20?
Well, no, there's the RFID pocket, right? So, like, your
RFID
phone.
safe.
Yeah. And then I think just 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are nice
Classic.
pants. I sent some to my dad.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I looked them up because you loved them so much.
Oh, God.
And I was like, I don't know if I want to buy them yet.
Oh, God.
God,
It's
he
so-
came with a Nomadic. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah.
He was the first guy I got to
we
buy
all
one.
we all got nomadics
Oh,
now.
Nomadic
We're the
is-
3 wise men, basically.
Yeah.
I think it's the best company on the planet.
I
They
have
should-
I messaged them literally 2 weeks ago on LinkedIn. I would love anything I could do. I would love to work.
Right. I would
Yeah.
give people massages at Nomadic Company. Like,
Yeah.
I would give more important men massages.
Yes.
They're it's the best backpack company.
Yeah.
People are idiots to that because
You
they're like,
whisper in his ear. You keep me so organized.
Yeah.
oh, they're
I
amazing.
know where all my
Dude,
cords
Their
are.
planner. I have
My
their
pens.
watch. I have 3 of their backpacks.
Oh, you got to get these pants,
They
baby.
should sell
Yeah.
a
They should
walking
get them.
stick, for the true
Yeah.
nomad.
Yeah.
Like an all black staff. They should
Yeah.
sell a nomadic bow staff.
Yeah, they got the
So I think
camera
what they need.
bags, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's just genius. They do the
A bindle,
GoFundMe.
nomadic bindle.
Ooh, wait, what's the
Bindle
bindle?
bag.
The bindle bag,
The
yeah,
hobo
like the
bag.
hobo,
Oh,
nomadic hobo bag.
nice.
Okay,
for
this
when
is
you want
my
to run away
dead
from
cat.
home.
This is my bones. This is my meat.
These
This
are
is my metal.
My 2 pairs of headphones that don't
This
work.
is the copper
Yeah.
I've acquired
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Okay, I hated when my bones would touch my metal and my meat. Now, thanks to Nomadic, here's my dead wife's ear.
Because when you're sucking on the bone, you don't want to be tasting the metal.
Yeah.
I need to go see some homeless in New York.
You're not going to find any in Astoria. Astoria is good. I can't wait to maybe walk around a little bit, get you some
I think
some
they've
weed.
all evaporated.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in the air. You might have breathed some in already, but
Yeah.
If you hit the trains, you may smell a little bit of activated piss.
Nice.
It's not like charcoal to piss out here in the summer. You get activated.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
And
the garbage is sweetening.
Girl
outside
just
right
got
now.
hit the other day, and I saw the surveillance. Eric Scott was waiting for the train and saw the girl got hit.
How
What?
did she fall?
I'm guessing she was drunk.
Okay.
Because the surveillance is
What was she wearing?
like I think a skirt. So she was asking.
She was
for it.
asking.
Yeah. That
Train came off the tracks
Yeah.
to get her on the,
train's in
platform.
court like, whoa, Your Honor, look at the tape. Come on, it was night. She was wearing that. I was supposed to hit that.
She's a 9. I'm the 2. I gotta shoot my shot.
Yeah. I think she went into the. So in the train, there's the tunnel, then the platform, but the platform kind of extends into the tunnel a little bit for maintenance people
Yes.
to kind of like
Yeah.
walk down a little bit, and a lot of people go down that little walkway to pee.
Yes.
She did not go down the little walkway. She jumped onto the tracks
Yes.
to go pee, which I imagine she's drunk because who
Yeah.
the hell would do that? Then you see the train light and her kind of like casually like and like get up the ladder.
Dang.
So she was on the the track to get up.
Oh
but
my God.
She had and just like and then I think her body went flying and a guy because in the video it's kind of blurred because it's a camera, but a guy goes like out of the blue and like falls to the ground. So I think it hit her, cut her in half, and slammed her into a guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was he going to save her, or was he just an innocent
He was just an
bystander?
innocent bystander.
Damn.
And then Eric was waiting for the train. Girl gets hit. He ends up taking a cab with a big comedy producer. So lemonade.
Yeah.
Lemonade.
All worked
That's
out
what
for
we call lemonade.
all worked out for Eric.
Taking one for the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, where's the thing tomorrow? You going to Manhattan?
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. I'm going down to the financial district.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's a beautiful area.
Yeah.
You're gonna be on the water, I think.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. Yeah.
Dude, if you have time, right across from where you are, there's like the water. There's like a park that just extends the whole. Joe List lives down there.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll call him.
Please.
Yeah.
McCall.
He used to live just a block away here.
Really?
Yeah, he just lived one block over.
And then he had a kid. Then he's got his new special, which
then he moved.
crushes. Oh, the new special is so fucking good.
It's not my favorite one, but it's great. I
It's-
liked his last one, I think, just because the stories of when he was a kid, like the "You're so ugly,"
Yeah.
like just the stories of his childhood are funny to me.
I like his Starbucks. This is for my boss. Like he's
Yeah.
a real
Oh, that
ass,
one's
and
good.
he's
Yeah,
like, no,
yeah.
he doesn't want that brownie. He wants
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
He also said, yeah. Joe List is just a good example of like it's just regular stuff.
Yes.
He's just having fun and tagging his stuff up.
Yeah. They say the best make it look easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do.
Yeah, and he's just chilling. He's just having a good time.
So watch Small Ball, everybody. If we can
Yeah.
leave you with anything, watch Small Ball.
Wow.
Which I don't. Why is it named that? Maybe I missed it.
I don't know.
I didn't hear it
I
once.
don't know either.
Yeah.
I heard on the pod. That's a crazy vape. It has like a screen on
Yeah,
it.
dude. Lost Mary.
Can you
Yeah.
watch movies on it?
No. No
Definitely,
movies.
that's coming out soon.
Yeah.
Like how the gas station you can watch kind of like Lilo and Stitch on it while you're pumping your gas.
Yeah, I didn't need that.
Yeah.
I was never like, God, what do I look at?
Yeah. I got 20 seconds.
Remember those kids that used to fucking have the screens like on the back of their like
Yes,
in the
van.
Now everybody's got one.
Yeah.
Like it used to be.
It
like,
used to be like, oh, wow.
Damn,
Yeah.
you must
Didn't know
love
the
your
royal
mom.
family was in town.
Yeah. Yeah. Now it's just old hat. Anyway, I'm
Yeah.
gonna start doing stand up again.
Please.
Are you?
Yeah, starting tonight.
Yeah, did you really quick
Hell
before we
yeah.
go, did you do what jokes did you do?
Oh, I just off the top everything. I was like nervous to
No
write
written
jokes.
jokes? Nah, man. That's
I
that's
did
so
the-
2015.
I did the same thing with my wedding speech. I like decided the day before, like I'm not gonna do it. Like I'm not gonna write a speech, and I did the same thing because one fellow hit me with the "Don't be a puss," and I was like, "God damn it, no, I gotta
Oh,
do
because
it."
you didn't want to do a set?
Well, he just was like, "Come do a guest date. Don't be a puss," and I was like, "Fuck."
Can't be a puss.
Yeah, it can't be a puss, dude. It still gets me.
I'm
every
going
time.
to
he checkmated
paintballing with
me.
him tomorrow.
Dude, enjoy it.
Yeah.
Have fun.
I'm
dude.
excited.
Have you ever been?
Paintballing, yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, I'm really
good. Is it in Brooklyn?
It's in Jersey.
What time?
Ooh.
Noon.
Maybe I'll go.
The
What is there slots that I need to fill?
No, he just said.
Yeah, the course
I'm
is
sure
kinda
he would.
full.
I mean, I need to rent everything. I brought no gear.
I have no.
You didn't bring
gear.
any paintball
Yeah.
equipment?
Dude, as long as
That's
we don't
crazy.
get shot in the neck.
Why?
Dude, getting a paintball to the neck.
Oh, just okay.
Yeah, that's a
Didn't know if you had like an interview or something coming up. Like, I can't show up with a huge hickey.
Yeah.
Or maybe they'd
Did I-
respect
want me
you.
to text him?
Yeah.
Also, I do have to go. But Mike, thank you for doing this. You
Dude.
guys can also, I mean, I could leave this here if you want.
No.
If you guys want to continue.
No, fuck no.
Fuck no, dude.
Yeah.
I don't want to continue
Yeah.
speaking with Charles.
No. Thanks
Unmoderated?
thanks for having me, dude.
Yeah, man. This was very fun. Anytime you want to do it. We could do it again this week if you're not doing anything.
Should we do it on Friday?
At the airport.
Dude, I'll think of so much more stuff, funny stuff. I'll
This was
just be
good.
So on,
Mike,
bro,
you were on.
I will be.
If you were any more on,
if you
I
give
couldn't
me till
handle it.
Friday, I will be.
Yeah, that was fun.
I'm going to pull 4 all-nighters. I'm going to come in ready to go. Sharp as hell. Well, Mike, do you want to plug anything?
Foster Marketplace. Look me up on Instagram, Mike_Enders. I'm doing oil paintings, and they're the finest paintings in all the land.
Yep.
So
Museum ready.
yeah, check me out, Mike_Enders on Instagram, and yeah, we're making moves.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Making big moves. You can check me out. Type in my name to ChatGPT. It'll tell you everything you need to know at Zach Russell Comedy.
Charles_Ingle, all platforms, baby.
Thanks for listening.
I just had a viral TikTok and Instagram. Got 1,000 new men following me because they think I'm gay.
Very exciting.
Balance that out.